It's week 4 of the National Football League. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander. He had no picks a week ago, but plenty of stops. 9 of them to be exact. It's the Packers and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 4. We've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2nd and 4. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dances by him. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Jacobs.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit they take it away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Jones again on second down.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it'll be Raiders football, first and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end Hooper. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Hooper on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. He'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough.
They can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A pass there over the middle to start things out.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
2nd down and inches.
Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man,
and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year
as they have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 6. He's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Packers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Back to throw here.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Chris Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is, what, 3-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Packers now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, Jacobs once more. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Raiders. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers.
He certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Jacoby Myers 60 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try to repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Gets past one man. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Second and 5. And he'll just get rid of it. A great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be dropped going to the 15-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the set, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He finds his receiver, Watson. Off the option, it's Jones. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Gets this to Myers.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass caught by Hooper.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll look to throw again.
Connecting with Renfro.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.